Alrighty then, guys, I'm back and prepared from that last part. Hello everyone, my name is Cynistic, and we are here with more Everlasting Summer. Now, I don't know why we had sex with Lana, but I think that was us confessing our feelings. Though, admittedly, it was very surprising that they actually had sex, but then again, this is a visual novel. But at the same time, I don't know. What do you guys think? I feel like it's kind of weird, because we just had, like, sex like that, even though we didn't really, confess our feelings. I don't know. Perhaps I'm thinking too much into it. I got out of the bed, put on my trousers, and had a stroll around the room. What was that? Just an animal instinct? Or maybe it was something more? No, it was all wrong. Completely wrong. Yeah, I do feel it too, Simeon. Like, that, did we really need to do that? I'm stuck in this camp. I've lost my chance to get out of here. And most of all, I'm with a girl who probably has a split personality and manic depressive disorder. But, you know, I still love her. I looked at the sleeping Lena. Anyhow, she's marvelous. Everything that happened between us literally only a couple hours ago flashed before my eyes, and I felt shivers up my spine. Nah, I don't know if it's right or wrong, but if I could return back in time, I would have done the exact same thing. I suppose. I smelled Wiley and sat down next to her on the bed. Lena? It's close to 10 p.m. Well, it's probably time to get up. I gave Lena a gentle nudge on the shoulder. Oh, she's still topless. Okay. She opened her eyes. Good morning. Well, evening, in fact. Hi. She smiled tenderly. Time to get up, sleepyhead. Are you in a hurry? Well, no. But we're completely alone together in the camp. So what? Well, we should probably find our way out, Lena. I mean, I really do enjoy spending time with you, but... She took a good look at me. Well, nothing. When will Olga Dimitrieva return? Is it that important to you? She got a heavy look on her face. Well, without food, we're gonna die in here. I laughed. What? Wait, what? Why are you angry at me? No, I don't want to leave you, but we're gonna die. You're free to leave, then. She looked away towards the wall. But how can I leave? On the bus, of course. There are no buses here. Then why do you think there's a bus stop for Route 410 here? Frankly, I don't know. If I told Olga Dimitrieva I had some urgent matters to resolve here with you, we'd come later. What? I felt like I'd been struck by lightning. I don't know what she'd be more surprised about. The fact there are buses passing here, and the fact that the camp leader agreed to leave two pioneers behind an empty camp like that. I don't know, both options are pretty nice. Though at the same time, I am a little bit disappointed in Olga that she did leave us here by ourselves. I mean, perhaps it was just props to me. What I said. You mean that we can leave? Go on, no one's holding you. She said that all while utterly still. In fact, she was so still that her words gave me grave cold chills. Okay, I'm sorry I reacted that way. It's just that everything that's happened today has been a total surprise for me. You don't look too surprised a few hours ago. I probably said something wrong. Completely wrong. Well, don't get offended. We won't be staying here till the end of times, right? There's a way to leave. Lena didn't say anything. Wait. Is Lena like a prisoner of the camp or something? Like, what is going on? I looked back at her, trying to understand what she's thinking. Fine. What do you mean, fine? I don't understand. She exclaimed cheerfully after a pause, then jumped off in the bed and started to dress quickly. Come on, pack your stuff. We'll meet me in the square in 10 minutes. You're giving me bad vibes right now. Lena leaned over and gave me a passionate kiss. I am happy that you like me, but at the same time, we're not like... I don't know how I feel about our relationship right now. Alright. I stepped out of the cabin and ran towards the camp leader's cabin. Frankly speaking, I had almost nothing to pack. I tossed my winter clothes into a bag, shoved my phone into my pocket, and headed to the square. I don't know how should I want to be with Lena, but at the same time she's giving me weird vibes. Like, she's not giving me any answers. I would want her to be the most logical person besides me here. 15 minutes had passed already, but Lena still wasn't here. I justified that with the fact that she has lots of stuff to pack. Accordingly, she needs more time to get ready. I don't know, Simeon. I don't know how much I can trust Lena after this point in time. However, she didn't come even half an hour. I started to suspect something. My legs ushered me to her cabin before I realized it. What happened? I flung the door open and saw Lena lying in bed. What is she doing? Is she sleeping? Wait, no. What? No! What? 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 Wait, what? Why? Why are you dead? Lena, did you kill yourself? What happened? What? Everything around her was soaked with blood. The bed sheets, the blankets, the floor was wet with blood, and I can see a huge slit on Lena's floor. Lena! Wait, why'd you kill yourself? What? Wait! What? I ran to her and started shaking her shoulders. Lena! Why? She was still conscious. Hi, Simeon. A weak smile froze on her lips. Hang on, don't you pass out. I'll think of something right now. Listen, everything's gonna be fine. You're not gonna die. Of course, I didn't believe in myself. Lena had slit her veins and her elbows all the way to her wrist. What? Why would she do that? It was a deep cut, and giving me all the time I spent waiting for her at the square. She bled a lot. Probably even an ambulance won't do anything here in the empty camp away from the world. Lena had zero chance of survival. Why? How stupid can you be? I embraced her and held her tightly. Tears went running down my cheeks, disappearing in her hair. Never cried so hard in my entire life. Lena, wait. Why'd you kill yourself? Well, it's not that I don't love you. I thought we were gonna go off and be somewhere together. Lena. Oh, why'd you have to cut down the road? Everyone else was across the street. You cut the road. Sorry. It happened as I did. She muttered faintly. But why? Why? Yeah, why? What? I'm so tired. So tired. Lena went silent, looked straight into her eyes, but she's still conscious. The last flicker of life was quickly dying in her. I'm so tired of it all. Wearing a mask. Suffering. Wait, why were you wearing a mask? Wait, what? But I just wanted to be with you. But you've left me too. What? I never went anywhere. Here I am. Why? What have you done? I'm sorry. What, Lena? I wanted to be with you too. That's what this whole thing was about. That's what I wanted all along. Why is it like this? Why? I was choked with tears, unable to say anything. I'm sorry. I'll be seeing you later. I embraced her even tighter. Lena's breathing was getting weaker and weaker, and soon enough it stopped forever. Horror-struck, I jumped away from the bed. My eyes went dark and my head was being wildly and I spotted a blood-stained knife on the floor. A little later, I was holding the knife in my hands. That was probably not a good idea. A blade halted a hair's breadth away from my wrist. But why? How would that help? I sat there completely freaked out and just stared at Lena. No, you aren't dead! Simeon, oh god, no, we have to... Simeon, we can't... No, you can't! Exploded with hysterical laughter. Come on, sleepyhead, it's time to wake up! Oh no, Simeon, please, you can't do this to yourself, you can't do this! You gotta stop, okay? You have to stop right now, alright? Look, we'll be fine. I said softly and shook her by the shoulders, but Lena didn't wake up. What have I done? I jumped out of the cabin in horror and ran like mad. I don't know how much time had passed, but I finally wore myself out to the ground and collapsed. Hostile silence was all around me. The only stars looked down on me in quiet rebuke. The same stars that Lena admired yesterday. Yet another crying spell tore me apart. Why? Why did she do it? Because I left her? Where had I gone? I never left her and I wasn't going to. I didn't want to leave her either. I don't understand how this happened. Only at a moment did I realize that she was truly important to me. I realized that despite all her quirks, everything that happened today, everything that happened during the short period of our acquaintance, she suddenly became the most precious thing in my life. And then I instantly forgot about her feelings, as soon as I heard about that damned bus. Indeed, it can't just justify her act, but how could I have stopped thinking of her at all? I lay there for a long time watching the stars. The trees were peacefully swaying in the gentle night, breeze above my head. The trees didn't give a damn about what was happening to me. The landscape seemed familiar. Suppressing my tears, I headed back towards the camp. We should go and pay our respects. Simeon, come on. Everything here seemed to be the same as yesterday, a few days ago. The square, Genda's memorial, cabins of pioneers, Lena's cabin. I was all torn up inside. It felt like the pain would tear my body into a million little pieces at any moment now. I fell to my knees and began punching the ground until my fists were completely stained with blood. If only I'd realized a bit earlier. Just a moment earlier, I'm not asking for more. She was so... Even the slightest of hints was strong enough for her. Only at this moment I did realize Lena had died. And a part of me had died with her. Probably the part of me that would call the best. I came to my senses after a while, standing in her cabin. God. The blood had dried up already, and the moonlight was no longer reflected in it. I went to her bed and sat down next to Lena's body. I was terribly afraid to be here, but I felt like I could tell her something. I'm sorry, I started. It's far too late, of course, but you can hear me out there somewhere. Just remember, please, I will love you forever, for the rest of my life. That was the only plain truth. I'm sorry that I ignored your feelings. I'm sorry I was always thinking about myself. I'm sorry for everything. It was about me who should have died, not you. I covered her body with a blanket and slowly left the cabin. Oh, god damn. Why did that have to happen? Lena! This could have been fixed. We could have had this. We could have had something together. We could have done something. It could have been alright. Me, Semyon, we both wanted to be with you, but why did you. Why? I wasn't gonna leave you. This was just a whole misunderstanding. I regained consciousness at the bus stop. So running away, scumbag. I muttered darkly to myself. I couldn't stay a single minute longer in the camp. Semyon, you just gotta go, alright? You just gotta go. Lena will never come back, and I can't justify what I've done. I'll just wait for the bus that'll take me away from here. I didn't give the slightest damn about what was gonna happen to me tomorrow, or in an hour. I don't care about answers. I don't care about how I got here. Soon enough, I saw a glimmer of light in the distance. Somehow I wasn't surprised at all. Is the bus back? In a minute, I was sitting in the empty bus 410. And I was looking into the dark of the night through this weather-beaten window. My mind was blank. Everything that made us human, feelings, emotions, aspirations, suffering, I left it all back in the pioneer camp. I think, Semyon, we just need to go, alright? And all I'll have is this night on the empty bus. There's no more future, no more present. If I died tomorrow, that would only mean yet another human body has ceased to exist. The real me died there a few hours ago. Semyon, you can't do this to yourself, alright? You can't blame Lena's death on you. Ultimately, it was her choice, but at the same time, we should have been better. We should have been better. We should have just told her how we felt outright. We should have tried harder. I don't know how much time had passed, but fatigue overtook me. I wasn't going to fight it, as it made absolutely no difference whether I was asleep or awake. I could barely hold on to my eyes, and soon enough I passed out. I don't know what day it is anymore. Does it matter what day it is anymore? There are moments when reality becomes unimportant, insignificant, unworthy of attention. There are moments when your spiritual torment overshadows anything else. And even if your world is ended, you would not notice. If a knife were to pierce you, you would not notice. Even boiling for eternity in the cauldrons of hell would seem like just a minor inconvenience. After all, there are problems more important than that. Where am I? When I opened my eyes, I realized that something was wrong. It took a while of clarity of thought to return. I'm back? Finally, I realized that I'm not on a bus, but in my old apartment. Well, that was to be expected. I had spent a whole week preparing for an exam, and the last minute had particularly failed. The result of failure was a return to my real world. However, now it didn't seem any more real to me than the Soviet pioneer camp. No wonder. Reality is what you can hear, feel, touch, and taste. And all that was really there. The world was real to the smallest detail. Sometimes it seemed more like it was in my past life than it was in fiction. We're back, though. Did we come back after a week? Now I have to remember that how to exist here. Semyon, stop, alright? You and me can revitalize this again, alright? We don't have to fall into the pits of despair, alright? Felt alive. I felt like a man who'd been thrown out of a car at full speed without even noticing it. No, you gotta be better. You gotta be better for her, alright? And was left, lying on the roadside with broken arms and legs while the car disappeared into the night, taking with at least the last traces of hope. Lena. Her image surfaced in my fevered brain so clearly that I wanted to cry unbearably. No, I wanted to shout, tearing out clumps of hair, smashing my fists on the wall while making inhuman screams. However, my soul was empty. I tried in vain to find at least echoes of pain, guilty, or pity for her, but nothing came. Semyon, you just gotta keep going for her, alright? I was just lying here, staring at the ceiling. I was not at all interested in how and why I came back. After all, who cares about the process of selling your soul to the devil? All the legal formalities of the contract, signatures, stamps, and seals. What is more important is the result. And this is the result I got. No, it's not that I was sent back to reality. If I had gotten into destination on that bus, it would have hardly changed anything for me. In the case, the result is what happened to Lena. And the reason is my actions. I was absolutely sure about that. After all, she could not just do that for no reason. No, Lena's not like that. I don't know. So it's all my fault. Semyon, you gotta stop this. You did not kill Lena. Figuratively, probably we might have. But literally, we did not kill her. If she was about to kill herself, we would have stopped her. We would have been able to stop it. It's hard to live knowing that you were the reason for someone else's death. As if I had personally held the knife, calmly and carefully slit her wrist open and watched her die. Just then ran away. Of course, I couldn't do anything in that situation, but I felt like I behaved like a coward. No, even worse. Although, does it really matter what's the best definition of my actions is? I cursed myself for remaining so calm about thinking about the situation. After all, I should be mourning Lena, blaming myself. No! Semyon, you can't blame yourself for Lena. You have to stop this, alright? We are gonna get through this. This is gonna just take a while, okay? You are better than this. We can do better! But now nothing is up to me. If I was not able to back then, I started shivering. My body was trembling and it was getting hard to breathe. Self-preservation instincts overtook guilt for a while, and I staggered to the kitchen to a drink ascended. No, Semyon. What would killing yourself do? Lena would not want this. She would not want this. They can always be found in a cupboard of every antisocial person like me. Once I'd taken half of the tablets that were in the packet, I returned to the room and turned on the computer. Remaining in silence was unbearable. Playing the first random song as soon as I realized it was probably the most depressing piece of music I had on my hard drive. However, I didn't want to turn it off. The background noise helped dampen my thoughts. Semyon! Semyon! No! This isn't that type of game. This is not how it's gonna end. The only thing that mattered was Lena. Horribly stumbled over the word was. Indeed, she's gone. Of course, it was possible that was just a dream and she never existed in the first place. But then again, our real world can just be someone's raving delusion as well. Why not? If people suffered from losing their loved ones here, why should I think Lena's death there is just the result of my sick imagination? I saw it all with my own eyes. I saw the shock, fear, and fright. Damn it! For me, it's not. It was reality. It is still reality. Is and will be. And I'm sure I'm not daydreaming. Though it would be better if I dreamt that. The dreadful howls of the guitars booming from the speakers. It sounded like a requiem. A requiem for me. Now I have to live with a sense of guilt? No, I won't take it! My mind wasn't exactly paragon of stability, but not even a man with a stable mind could withstand shocks like this. And I already feel like I'm going mad. I tried to suppress all these thoughts. No, not to forget, just to give myself some rest. Just for a minute. But it didn't work. Pain cracked my body again. Oh no. Oh no. I was already starting to feel it physically. However, physical pain is always weaker than mental. I fell to the floor, clasped my knees, and began to rocking back and forth in a fetal position. Semyon, you gotta stop this. We should go get some water, you know? Have a nice glass of water. Blood pounded in my head so heavily that I could feel my skull could shatter any moment now. I hit a table, and a little candle rolled out from under the pile of papers. Semyon, let's not have candles in our apartment. A little one, 20 centimeters long. It had been almost at a 90-degree angle, but still retained its shape. The wick protruded from one end. No. I searched for a lighter and lit up the candle. Let it be a memory of Lena. Oh. At least you're not trying to burn the apartment down, but... Lena. May this always be remembered as your flame, alright? Maybe in another world, she's feeling better than. There are multiple worlds, remember? That conversation that we had? I was sat on the floor and watched. The wax slowly dripped onto my fingers. I felt no pain at all. Probably my nervous system was so exhausted that I was unable to transmit the pain impulses to my brain. The fire calmed me a little. I just watched the flame and did not think about anything. Finally, at least some peace of mind. The flame, huh? The flame that was always here? The candle was halfway done. Suddenly I imagined that my life is this very candle. Not just mine, any person's life. Well, all that we had been given from above is its full length, but anything can happen. The wind may blow, the holding hand may tremble, or the wick may burn out, and life will end before it should have. But after all, each candle can be different, such as its 9 cents one twice as thick, 20, and huge ones as thick as handles of shovel, 1.85. I wonder, did Lena's candle burn ahead of its time, or was it just smaller than the other ones? I'd like to think that all candles are the same essentially, but though I doubt there can be any smaller than mine. I rotated the candles in my hand. How interesting is that? I can blow the flame out at any moment, and that's it. But in the meantime, life is not wax. You can't combine 2 small candles to make a medium size. I'd love to give my remains of mine to Lena, to anyone who needs it more than I do. Why do I need it? I do not feel pain from the heated wax. Its flame does not give me any warmth. It hardly illuminates my room. But it's still important, isn't it? It lights the way? To put it bluntly, it wastes the ropes, wax, and oxygen. But it lights the way, doesn't it? It always does. I blew out the candle. Why? This action invoked absolutely no emotions in me. No, Semyon, that candle was for Lena! Semyon, don't... Stop. Stop! No! Semyon, don't think! No! Cut down the road, not across the street. No. No! Everyone else cuts across, but you're going right down them. The image of Lena appeared before my eyes. She was smiling. We'll definitely meet again. No! No, we won't! There is only one life! And you have to take care of that life. Semyon, you got to stop, alright? It might be really that I never actually went to the camp. And that I never actually came back. Semyon, that reality was as much real to you as it was for us, alright? You can't keep denying yourself in that fact. But does it really matter now? I almost physically felt Lena's embrace. Everything will be alright. We'll catch the bus together and ride it to the place. Oh no. Semyon, damn it! I should have thought more about you! Instead of what was right or what was logical? Where nobody will find us. We'll be happy together. My strength left me and I started to sink to the water that was already spilling over the edge of the tub. We will surely meet. Forgive me. No! This is not the ending I seek out. This can't be it. Every story has its beginning and its end. Every story has its own outline, synopsis, contents, key points, a prologue, and an epilogue. And there is no book which, if you read again, would not reveal new details you didn't notice before. Every story has its beginning and its end. Almost every. Thank you, Steve. I need to know that I got the Lena bad ending achievement. Oh god, no! This can't be the ending. I seek for the truth, and this is not the truth that I yearn for. Wow, this is... On a side note, this is really intense music for an ending. Okay. Well, guys, that's the first playthrough of Everlasting Summer by Cynistic, or, you know, me, haha. So, I hope you enjoyed that first playthrough. Oh my gosh. Wow, maybe I should just wait for the credits to end, because this is just very intense. Soviet Games, Renpai, Free Sounds, all the guys who helped develop in this game, all the guys who supported all these years. Man, this is like the most inappropriate music for someone. This is like inappropriate and appropriate at the same time. Literally, I can't even begin to think why there's like really hardcore rock music in front of Senyon's death. Okay, I got it. This is an intense moment, and that's why there's intense music, and perhaps that's why it's like this. But frankly, for me, I don't know how I feel about this rock hardcore music after that really sad moment. Oh my good lord. Oh no. Alright, loud. Gosh, why don't set me in? I'm sorry! I should have been better. I should have been a better guidance for you, alright? I'm really sorry about what I did. I'm sorry that I should have followed logic of what I would do. Alright. What the heck? An owl? What is this? Oh, it's all the endings, huh? It's down the road, not across the street. Oh gosh, I don't want to look back at that. Oh, okay. Alrighty guys, thank you for watching my first playthrough of Everlasting Summer. This is actually one of my first games that I've recorded for YouTube, so thank you both for also watching one of my first playthroughs ever. And I'm really glad there's a lot of people who watch this at all. I would have never expected that at least one person would even watch this. So, oh man, I would like to thank every single one of you who actually watched this playthrough of mine. I know I've said that just multiple times in this last minute, but still, I really appreciate the support, and yes, to answer everyone's question, I will be continuing a second playthrough for this game, because obviously we need to know what happens in the good ending, and to everyone else, though there are a bunch of questions that I still have not yet found, or have been answered, so I think what I'm gonna do for the next part is that I'm gonna go and see how to get Lena's good ending, and then I'll start over with another person. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I really hope you have an amazing day today. Please stay well, everyone.